Hey, woo. Okay. Got some things to do quickly. What's this one? Alright. First of all, a few things here. First of all, I got some new notes here. We got my 5 steps on writing the stuff down. So, first one, we are going to get the story done. That's our first goal in the process of this writing. Step 2, we are going to get down this description. Step 3, we're going to fix any plot holes, anything that's missing or out of place. Step 4, we're going to edit, obviously. Step 5, we're going to review that, and then edit that. I will be doing that each chapter, so as we get down through each chapter, we'll do all these 5 steps in order. And then once we're finished the chapters, we will then proceed to edit the whole book at the end. So, next thing as well in my notes is we need to know where these guys are getting their money from. What we gotta think of, or what I gotta think of is, are they gonna get their money from odd jobs like cutting the grass for other people, doing chores, or like money stuff, jobs, odd jobs. Next thing is I want to add in a pet, likely a dog, to help out with the investigations. But that's probably not gonna come. Well, we'll decide. I'll decide through this. Start writing this. Anything else that I missed? I think that's it. I think everything is. I think I got everything caught up. I will try to stream 4 hours today. So yeah. I guess let's go ahead and get into the writing stage today. So, as well, we're character building through dialogue today, so it's gonna be with Jasmine and Clara, because I have two. Where did I say it? I guess I didn't say it, but we did say that Jasmine and Clara did leave the parking lot to search for a library. So we are going to now go into their perspective. Earlier in the, or actually I guess we can put this back, no. Earlier, actually sounds better. Earlier, or I guess, well, kind of thinking like 20 minutes before. Yeah, let's go 20 minutes before. So, 20? Minutes before Jasmine and Clara oh, why am I doing this? Not the short version. That's it. 20 minutes before Jasmine and Clara left. No, hold on. Actually. Let me change. 20 minutes before Isaac and George. Yeah, George. No, because it's the narrator. And I. 20 minutes before Isaac and I entered the police station to talk to the entered the police station. That might be fun. Isaac and I walked out of the police station 20 minutes before Isaac and I entered the police station. 20 minutes before Isaac and I entered the police station. Jasmine and Clara left to search for a library. Jasmine and Clara left to search for a library. Okay, Isaac and I walked out of the police station 20 minutes before Isaac and I entered the police station. Isaac and I walked out of the police station. And no. Isaac and I walked out of the police station, entered the truck, and waited. Or no, I guess we could do... Well, we could say... Isaac and I walked out of the police station 20 minutes before Isaac and I entered the police station. Jasmine and Clara left to search for a library. Maybe we can change this one. Isaac and I left the police station. Isaac and I left the police station 20 minutes before. I guess we should clarify this more. 20 minutes before. So this would be a different sentence, but we need to add on to this one for now. Okay. I'm gonna take you out there for a minute there, and we're gonna put you into a different sentence. So Isaac and I left the police station saw that Jasmine and Clara did not show back up. We'll change that later. Okay, you can go back there. 20 minutes before. Isaac and I left the police station. We saw that Jasmine and Clara did not show back up in the parking lot. Oh. I gotta do something real quick. And it's better. Okay. Now that I'm all adjusted, Isaac and I left the police station. We saw that Jasmine and Clara did not show back up to the parking lot, or in the parking lot. 20 minutes before Isaac and I entered the police station, Jasmine and Clara left to go search for a library. Left to go search for a berry. Alright. Did I say... Okay. Oh yeah, also, we need to have Jasmine and Clara. So this is where Jasmine and Clara will now talk about Isaac and how they feel about his announcement about the hunting. So that means they're gonna talk, and they're not gonna really believe it, even though they're still doing it. So yeah, I think at this point, this is where the character building will start, because they're not gonna believe it. But I think, okay. I need to go back up here. Because someone said something. Clara. So, okay. So Clara is... We'll have Clara as a... not really... well... not really understanding it, but is willing to help out. Whereas Jasmine, she'll be not really believing it. And I kind of want to do that, I think. So, think we should start this off with Jasmine. Start the conversation. Jasmine's gonna start the conversation. So, we will go with Clara. It is early. I guess let's not start off with the thing. Let's take it back a little bit to they're having a conversation with each other. That's a little bit of a one-on-one. And just catching back up. Because we do have it as well, I guess I don't really have a well, no. I guess the timeline that I'm looking at is them finishing high school. Yeah, because that's where it's looking like. That's because, so they would be so they'll be finished high school. So now they're gonna be talking about their lives. Okay. It is really nice to see you again. Clara, it is really nice to see you again. Well, really nice to see you again. I guess we can leave it at that. Jasmine said. Okay. And then we will go out. Same. We can have Clara ask, I guess. Well, I guess they're not, they all really aren't gonna believe it until we until we actually encounter the said things. Same here. But I got to wonder. Same here, but I gotta wonder. Is Isaac really telling the truth? Same here, but I gotta wonder, is Isaac really telling the truth? In what? Well, same here, but I gotta wonder, is Isaac really telling the truth about did we say unknown? I'm pretty sure we said unknown, but I'm gonna have to go back here and look. Okay, this was before that. What is a poltergeist? Well, okay. I know you won't believe it until you experience it. It's... Okay. That should be there. I know you won't believe it until you experience it. That's how I believed in the supernatural in the first place, said Isaac. Yeah, are you okay? You sound insane. That's what Jasmine said, so... I just don't understand why you would believe in this. Okay. Let me put this in here, because I'm probably gonna forget. So Jasmine is not believing in the supernatural. And I think we just said supernatural, which we should have probably said unknown. Protect from the unknown. I mean, that's how I believed in the supernatural. Well, no, I guess that's fine. From the unknown. So I guess we can use the unknown. Right, okay. But I gotta wonder, is Isaac really telling the truth about the unknown? Same here, but I gotta wonder, is Isaac really telling the truth about the unknown? Oh. Yeah, Clara said. Ooh, yes. Okay. I know a perfect one for this one. Yeah. I really don't believe it. Believe this. But I got to see this through. And if he is insane, then maybe we should send are we good? Looks like we're still alive. Let me just make sure. Okay. Weird. OBS is disconnecting. Maybe we should send him to an insane an insane asylum. Yes, because that will make all your problems become better. Yeah, I really don't believe it, but I got to see this through, and if he is insane, then maybe we should send him to an insane asylum. Jasmine said. What? Just like that, you would send him to an insane asylum? What? Just like that you would— oh. You know what we do need? Question. What? Just like that you would send him to an insane asylum? Without thinking about it? Or at least try and help him first? What? Just like that you would send him to an insane asylum without thinking? Or at least try— What? Just like that you would send him to an insane asylum without thinking about it? Or at least try and help him first? I guess this would have to be asked. Hold on. Asked Clara. Clara asked Right. Well, yeah, but I was just saying, or I was just suggesting. Well, yeah, but I was just suggesting that we should. I didn't say anything about just sending him. Jasmine said. Isaac and I left the police station, we saw that Jasmine and Clara did not show back up in the parking lot. 20 minutes before Isaac and I entered the police station, Jasmine and Clara left to go search for a library. Clara, it's really nice to see you again, Jasmine said. Same here. But I gotta wonder, is Isaac really telling the truth about the unknown? Clara asked. Yeah, I don't really believe it. But I gotta see him through. But I gotta see this through. And if he is insane, then maybe we should send him to an insane asylum, Jasmine said. What? Just like that you'd send him to an insane asylum without thinking about it? Or at least try and help him first? Clara asked. Well, yeah, but I was just suggesting that we should. I didn't say anything about just sending him. Okay. What, just like that you'd send him to an insane asylum without thinking about it, or at least try and help him first? Clara asked. Well, yeah, but I was just suggesting that we should. I didn't say anything about just sending him. Oh. I guess I thought that you were. Wait, I guess I was. Oh, I guess I was just assuming. Or no. Oh. That's great. Oh, that's right. Nah. Oh. I was just assuming because of what you said. Clara said. Oh, I was just assuming because of what Oh, I was just assuming because what you said, because of what you said. Based on what you said. Based on what you said. Oh, I was just assuming, based on what you said. That's fine. That's fine. didn't expect you to... That's fine. I don't expect you to understand. That's fine. I don't expect you to understand everything I say. And wait, is that conversation almost done? No. Clara, it's really nice to see you again. Jocelyn said, same here, but I gotta wonder. Okay. So that should be conversation done with that section. Now we're gonna kind of go back into past a little bit. So I don't expect you to understand everything I say. I can leave it there. Jasmine said, I wonder if Isaac is right, then maybe we can help out people in the world who needs the help. If Isaac is right, then maybe we can help out people in the world. No. Saving people. If Isaac is right, then maybe we can save people. Save people from the dangers. If Isaac is right, then maybe we can save people from the dangers that happen. Clara said, that is a big if. That is a big if. And Okay. Isaac and I left the police station. We saw that Jasmine and Clara did not show back up in the parking lot. 20 minutes before Isaac and I entered the police station, Jasmine and Clara left to go search for a library. Clara, it's really nice to see you again, Jasmine said. Same here, but I gotta wonder, is Isaac really telling the truth about the unknown? Clara asked. Yeah, I don't really believe it, but I gotta see this through, and if he is insane, then maybe we should send him to an insane asylum, Jasmine said. Well, just like that, you would send him to an insane asylum without thinking about it, or at least try and help him first? Well, yeah, but I was just suggesting that we should. I didn't say anything about just sending him. Oh, I was just assuming based on what you said, Clara asked. That's fine, I don't expect you to understand everything I say, Jasmine said. If Isaac is right, then maybe we can save people from the dangers that happen. That's a big if. And to be honest, I really not 100% sure that there are dangers like that. That's a big if, and to be honest, I'm really not 100% sure. Oh, this needs to be 100. I'm not 100% sure that there are dangers like that, Jasmine said. That's a big if, and to be honest, I am really not 100% sure that there are dangers like that, Jasmine said. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Clara said. I think maybe we should have a really weird librarian. Maybe that will be cool. And might... Yeah, we'll do a really weird librarian. Like, really creepy. Or we could do it as a find a really creepy librarian, or library. But it's not the library that the cops said. Or I guess Officer Jim said, or... Is it? Yeah, Officer Jim said. We could do that. That sounds way more interesting. We found a really weird library with a really weird person that sells really ritualistic things. Yeah, okay. Let me add that to the notes. Just in case I don't get this done in time, or I don't get this. It's 6. Just in case I don't get this done today. Even though I think we will get it done, but still plan to leave it there. And then, so Jasmine and Clara find a really weird library with creepy feeling. What if we do that? Okay, hold on. What if this is this librarian is one of the demon's workers? Claire's workers. Ooh. Okay. With a really creepy librarian. Jasmine and Clara find a really weird library with a creepy librarian that sells weird ritual items. I'll just say. Or I guess really weird items, maybe. And then I'm gonna go into these notes, go down to here, and now we are at note 33. Possible demon well, I guess not even Claire's worker or helper, I guess. Just a demon that just a demon that sells really weird stuff. But maybe, well, maybe. We'll see. But I would still say this. Possible demon that works at the line, or at the creepy library. That just adds to that a little bit more. 'Cause yeah, if we can go down that route, then we could have him, or this demon, working with Claire. And then that's maybe how the group will find out about Claire. Because right now they don't know about Claire. And we need to do the 3 trials, and they need to know about the 3 trials, so we kind of have to go down this route. Okay, so if they do go down this route, maybe there's the weapon that we're talking about. So this sword that they're using, maybe they can use, maybe he sells that sword, but is not aware of the effects or uses of this sword. So then when they do go to find this sword, within the within a lore book of the 3 trials, there'll be a sword that, or I guess, yeah, a sword that will kill the demon, but then curses the wielder. Okay. That is actually really good. I should probably, yeah. What else? So the really creepy library will be connected to the sword, which then maybe this library. Okay, so then maybe the library has the book to the 3 trials. Yes. So this book will be in the Sterling Creepy Library that will say the 3 trials, which I still have to figure out. But I'm sure it'll come easy. Has a book to the 3 trials. Okay. And then maybe that's it. Oh, well, okay, no. Hold on. We need to now have the demon, or the creepy demon, or the creepy librarian. They're really creepy librarian. Will not know about Claire. Oh. Will not know about Claire. I think I'm spelling Claire wrong. C-L-A-I-R. C-L-A-I-R. The creepy librarian will not know about Claire or her plans to and maybe we have somehow we need to have maybe we shouldn't include this in this chapter. Well, no, we should include it in this chapter, actually. Because we still need to know about Claire. The group still needs to know about Claire and her plans. This creepy librarian doesn't. Maybe next chapter. Maybe that might be the plan. We'll do it next chapter. But I still want to put this out there. So, the creepy librarian will not know about Claire or her plans. And will not... Oh, but maybe this creepy librarian will warn... Okay. Maybe this creepy librarian is a good demon. Okay. I got this. I got this idea. Hold on. I got too many note packages. Where is... I got too many open notes. This one, okay. So, Jasmine and Claire find a really weird library with a creepy... not a creepy librarian. A librarian who is a demon, but is not a fan of being bad. We'll do that. Okay. So Jasmine and Claire find a really... But who's not a demon... Okay, but is a demon who's not a big fan... Or is not a fan of being bad, but sells really weird items. And then... You know what? I realize that I should probably change this to my notes thing. Since I'm just writing in my notes, I might as well just change this to the notes. Notepad. Okay. Oh my goodness. So yeah. So Jasmine and Clara find a really weird library with a librarian who's a demon, but is not a big fan of being bad, that sells weird items. Now, if we go back to Supernatural Beings notes, the creepy librarian will not know about, I guess, the librarian in chapter 1 will not know about Claire or her plans and will help out the group. Possible demon that works at a creepy... We're gonna get rid of this one. All we need to know is, with this one, is that the library in chapter 1 has the book to the 3 trials. So in chapter 1, or no, the librarian in chapter 1. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. So the librarian in chapter 1 will not know about Claire or her plans and will help out the group. Yes, that's fine. Okay. We also... Okay. So let's go over this. So, where is it? Here. So, Jasmine and Clara find a really weird library with a librarian who is a demon but is not a big fan of being bad that sells weird, well, I guess not weird items. Sells items. Maybe not even items. Maybe historical stuff? Historical books. Yes, he sells historical books. Historical books of the past demon. Demon. Jasmine and Clara will find a really weird library with a librarian who's not a demon, but is not a big fan of being bad. That sells historical, books of the past. This will include books on curses, maybe ways to end the world, stuff like that. I think that is good. Okay, so Jasmine and Clara find a really weird library with a librarian who's a demon but is not a fan of being bad. That sells historical books of the past. This will include books on curses and, well, I guess, books on curses, and ways to end the world. And if we go back to here, to my notes again, library in chapter 1 has the book, or the library in chapter 1 has a book to the 3 trials, and history on the sword. But let's include that he doesn't know that it'll curse. Right? Okay, so a sword that, when used, curses the wielder, so then, it will not include the curse, or, yeah, the curse. Will not include the curse. And the most likely fact of this is it will be ripped out. Or that page will be ripped out. That page will be ripped out. Will not include the curse. Okay. Okay, so the library in Chapter 1 has a book to the 3 trials and history on the sword. This... I guess the book will not include the curse. That page will be ripped out. And then the librarian in Chapter 1 will not know about Claire or her plans, and will help out the group. Once... Well, I guess we should add this as well. 35. The librarian will find out, but, or no. Claire will ask. Okay, so Claire will. I'm missing the I. Claire will ask. Claire will ask the librarian the librarian will change to an actual person's name, not just the librarian, so this is just so that I can have the notes here. Claire will ask the librarian for help, but the librarian will not help her, but will tell the group about it. We should clarify that these 2 books are not... Okay. That's another one. 36. The sword... Okay, so the books... So the 3 trials and the sword will be separate books. And okay, we'll tell the group about it. Okay, so let's go over this one now. So Claire will ask the librarian for help, but the librarian will not help her, but will tell the group about it. The 3 trials and the sword will be separate books. The sword book will be hidden. So it will be hidden somewhere. Yes. So the 3 trials and the sword book will be separated, or I guess, yeah, the 3 trials and sword will be separate books. But the sword book will be hidden somewhere. Out of the sight of Claire. This is pretty good so far. Another thing is that the group won't know that the librarian is a demon, so that's as well what we should put in there. Or did I put that in there in book plans? I guess stream plans. Just we'll find a really weird library. Well, yeah. It was a demon. They won't know that the librarian is a demon. There. Librarian is... So they won't know that the librarian is a demon? Okay. So Jasmine and Clara will find a really weird library with a librarian who is a demon. They won't know that the librarian is a demon, but is not a big fan of being bad. That sells historical books from the past. This will include books on the curses and ways to end the world. So just different books on curses and ways to end the world. Okay. I'm gonna go back here though, see if anything else I need to see. Okay, so the library in the chapter 1 has a book to the 3 trials, I guess about the 3 trials, and history of the sword. The book will not include the curse. That page will be ripped out. The librarian in chapter 1 will not know about Claire or her plans, and will help out the group. Claire will ask the librarian for help, possibly in chapter 2 or 3. I don't know yet. Well, maybe 2. Maybe... I'll figure that out. Claire will ask the librarian for help, but the librarian will not help her, and will tell the group about it. And then the 3 trials and the sword will be separate books. The sword book will be hidden somewhere out of sight from Claire. Okay. And that is pretty much everything that I needed to cover. So we're gonna go back to here. Okay. I'm also gonna refresh the recording. Okay. Refresh recording. Okay. That's fine, Claire said. Okay, so now... Yeah, now Clara and Jasmine stumble upon this library. Yeah, okay. Said. Before stalking and saying oh, I guess this could go on this separate line and then this can go back up before saying that's fine, said Clara said, before stalking and saying I think we have found the library. Okay. I gotta go back to notes because I now made another discovery while doing this. 7. Shoot, maybe I should. Okay. Going back here. Okay, so we have to do once. Okay, this is just gonna pile up here. Week 4 to 5 stream plan. Let's go with that one. Okay, so Isaac and George. George. D. I'll have to look at it later. Isaac and George will find out that Jasmine and Clara did not make it to the right library. And then they will then call Jasmine and, or I guess Isaac will then call Jasmine. Okay. That should be good. Isaac and George will find out that Jasmine and Clara did not make it to the right library. Isaac will then call Jasmine to find out where they are. Which is now, I think, actually as well, we need to now have Jasmine and Clara talk to this really weird librarian. So this would actually be 8. This would be 7. Jasmine and Clara will talk to the librarian. Alright. I'm going to go take a real quick bio break, and I will be back. And we are back. Which one are we in? Notes? We'll talk to the librarian. Jasmine and Clara will talk to the librarian. Anything else? I don't think so. No. Oh yeah, we gotta give the main character some inner thought. That will probably come after we get this story down. And once we do that, we can now then get into the description, like I said in the beginning. Fix up any plot holes. We may have to fix up plot holes. I don't know. They will. But let's get back to the writing. If I come back and find anything else, then I guess that's that. Nothing I can really do when I got these ideas coming from my brain. And yeah. I think did I spend almost half the stream? Or not half the stream. The beginning portion of the stream. It's really good. Okay, so before stopping and saying, I think I found the library. That's fine, Clara said, before stopping and saying, I think we found the library. I don't know. This? Well, no, because it'll be a normal library. Or do we want it creepy? Maybe we have the creepy vibes, but just as a nice library. And a good librarian. Also, yeah, adding in this description later as well. Yeah. I think we just have it as a normal library, but it's just the wrong library. And the police officer didn't know about this. Maybe. Or maybe it's because he never went into that library, so therefore he doesn't even know if it's a library or not, because he hasn't needed to be there. Or the outside doesn't look like a library. But I don't know. No, maybe. Okay, no. It has to look like a It has to look like a library, because then why would anybody go in there? Or history. We have the name of it. History. Historical books. No. I'm trying to think of names for this. You know what, I'll just say I think so. Jasmine said. Jasmine said. So now, should we? Well, they're gonna have they're gonna go in and investigate it. So, yeah. Okay. Jasmine said. Jasmine and Clara enter the library. And okay, this is where I am gonna have to come back. See, come back and detail. We will also put that in your head because I probably won't see it if not. Along with everything else. This is in red now, so we can now see that. Yeah, because if we go back up here, I wouldn't even be able to see that. Who say they have felt the presence of the forest? that I think we can just get rid of. I'll just leave that there for now, though. Yeah, so anything that's in red, I know I need to come back to. And C, come back in detail. That there is a librarian. And also, I don't think I'm gonna specify that this is a demon, because not necessarily. Not really. They're not gonna know about it, and this is in a narration set, so I'm not gonna say that if this is a demon. This is just like what seems to be a normal librarian. Because then it will, because then whenever I bring this guy back in, it will be a shocker. And everybody will be confused, well, not everybody, but it'll bring in that shock that, oh, he was a library? What? Or he was a librarian? Not a library. There's no people that is a library. Or she can say what makes you think it is a library. Okay. That is a way that opens up the conversation. Maybe describe that they are at the library. Okay. Let's see. I think so. Let me just see. What makes you think that? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. What makes you think? Well, think that this is, or we could say that this is, no, yeah, this is a library. I was gonna say the library, but actually, yes, what makes you think that this is the library? I think that could work. Or that should work. Before stopping and saying, I think we have found the library. What makes you think this is a library? Or this is a library, Jasmine said. Okay. Here's where I am now gonna say, we are going to do this. Detail the front of the store. Not story. Store. I will mark this in red, come back to it, and add that there. Here. So now, she will say what the front of the store is, and then we will have Jasmine do some other dialogue. Okay, I'll come back to there later. Sounds good, because there is a bit of a mystery to the question. Pause for suspense. Okay. Yes. And then more dialogue. And then Jasmine and Clara then enter the building and see what is inside there. I will come back in detail. That there's a librarian. At the front desk. Now, I gotta keep in mind that this librarian is a demon, but he's not her, this demon is not a bad demon, it's a good demon that'll help. So, for dialogue, also I gotta not make sure that I don't say that, let Jasmine and Clara know that he is a librarian. So, let's see. Librarian in Chapter 1 will not know about Claire or her plans, and will help out the group. Clara will help the librarian for help, but the librarian will not help her. Oh. Yeah. And will not help, and will help her tell the group about it. Okay. Let's see. Jasmine and Clara enter the library and see, come back in detail that there is a librarian at the front desk. We can have dialogue here as well. Okay. Jasmine. Or, well, maybe we could have the librarian ask? Or... Oh, actually, we could ask the librarian if this is actually a library or not. Okay, let's do that. So Jasmine... and Clara... talk? Or, no, walks? No, walk up to the front. No, walks up and chats with the librarian. The librarian. Now, I gotta give this librarian a name. So, what names do we have? I should, okay. I gotta put these names on a notepad here. Well, time to open up a new notepad. Notepads keep getting bigger and bigger. New tab. There we go. Names that are in use. Okay. Since I'm gonna be here for a little bit, I might as well switch to this. So, we got Jasmine. We've got Clara. We have got Isaac. Okay, Isaac. George. That's wrong, I know that is wrong. I will correct that later. Ivan. Bill. Also, we do need last names. I'll work on that later, or in between streams. Okay, so we got Jasmine, Clara, Isaac, George, Ivan, Bill, Claire. Who else do we got? Officer Jim. Let's see. Who else? Probably missing the one demon. from Clara. Oh, Fred. Oh, Fred. We're missing Fred. Fred. Okay, Jasmine, Clara, Isaac, George, Ivan, Bill, Claire, Officer Jim, and Fred, I think. Is that everyone? Oh, Benny and Johnny. Oh, right. Benny, Johnny. Okay. And that should be everyone. I hope so. I think that is. Okay. Back to this one. Bill. Yeah, I think that is everyone. Okay. So now, let's see. Jasmine, Clara, Isaac, George, Ivan, Bill, Claire, Officer Jim, Fred, Johnny, or Benny, Johnny. Okay. Let's see. Chats with a librarian. We'll go with hello. We want to know if this is a library. Chats with the librarian. Justin and Clara walk up and chats with the librarian. Let's see. Maybe Jasmine says this. Yeah, Jasmine says this. Said, asked. Okay, asked, and then the question mark. Okay. Why? Yes. This is a library. Is there anything you need? Okay. And now we need a name. Let's see. Steve. I don't know why that came to mind, but okay. Steve. Go with Steve. Steve said. Okay. Okay, let's see, because we need to do... Alright, this is not... Okay. gonna have to fix these notes up later. Jasmine 1 will talk to the librarian. Alright, okay, and then after this, after they ask... Alright, so then we need to now jump back to Ivan and... or not Ivan and Bill. Isaac and George. Why yes. This is a library. Is there anything you need? Not at the moment. Thanks for asking. Alright. Okay. Now, we are going to need to do... I think that's it for this section. I could ask more information, but since I didn't really give Jasmine and Clara any information to go off of, and just them finding the library, we are gonna have to go back to Isaac and George. Which then they find the actual library, and the other library that Officer Jim said. Okay. So, now I need to go back up here. Isaac and I left the police station. We saw that Jasmine and Clara did not show back up to the parking lot. Okay. And within all this, this is now back to the present. To now, yeah. 20 minutes before Isaac and I entered the police station, Jasmine and Clara left to go search for a library. Now I need to jump back to Isaac and George, so... Jasmine... said... Okay. We will go with Isaac and George. No, Isaac and I enter the truck. Okay. Isaac and I left the police station. We saw that Jasmine and Clara did not show up, or did not show back up to the parking lot. So then Isaac and I enter the truck. We could have Isaac call... Wait, hold on, I wrote that down. No, okay, Isaac and George will find out that Jasmine and Clara did not make it to the right library. Right, because they're not, okay. Because they're not knowing that there's two libraries. Isaac and I enter the truck and headed for the library. Okay. Isaac and I enter the truck and headed for the library. Didn't I? Okay. Did I? We should probably give them some dialogue while they're driving. I didn't add in dialogue with George asking more questions. Or any questions at all. Yeah. So this is now where Isaac and George will now ask questions, or George will ask questions. Isaac and I enter the building and headed for the truck. I did not just say headed for the truck. I did, okay. Isaac and I entered the truck and headed for the library. I don't know how I managed to say truck as the library. Okay, so now I need more. Isaac and I entered the truck and headed for the library. While during the drive, I asked some questions about I guess just ask some questions. That should be fine. Asked some questions. How did maybe we can ask how, well, no, because we know how long. No, we don't. Actually, I do need to explain that a little bit more in the front, or at the beginning. Alright, okay. Add that to the notes. And I have so many notes that I don't know which one to click on. 37. Add in the timeline between the group leaving each other and reunited. Let's see, I will... Yeah, that might be fine. Reunited. And then we can have... But maybe he wants a date. Maybe George wants to know the date that he started. Okay. So, he will need to know the date. How did... Oh. When... When did you start this journey? And I don't mean... Well, no. Okay. when did you start this journey? And don't know. When exactly? Did? No. Exact. Oh, it's gotta be it. There. Exactly start. When exactly did you start this journey? And then that's what he can ask. I asked. We can add in the day. I'm not gonna do that now. Mark you in red. Okay. Okay. When exactly did you start this journey? I asked. He'll say the date. A bit more dialogue maybe after that, so maybe after the date I will think about doing more dialogue than that. Next question should be... I gotta go all the way back up here. Two hours so far, stream-wise. It was down here, that's right. I traveled the world at the time, and while I was in Idaho Falls, I encountered what I thought was just a mere imaginary shadow, but later that night it got more dangerous than I thought it would get. That's not... Alright, I need to change some things here as well. Because there are things that are not lining up with the main prologue. Or with prologue. To a point where I thought I would die, some other hunters came in and saved my life. They taught me how to expel the entity and gave me some advice about the unknown and some abilities that they have and what their weaknesses are. I don't think there are any other questions I could ask. Well, we could, well... Benny and Johnny researched the entity by going through old notes from the past hunters. Maybe we could, okay, so... Old notes from past hunters. We could give... Maybe... We could ask, what would the library help if there is old notes about hunting, or the, unknown? Because by going through old notes from the past hunters, there's no real indication that Benny and Johnny did research the entity from a library. Yes, we'll ask that. How is a library supposed to help us find out what we are hunting? How is a library supposed to help us out? Or how is a library supposed to help us find out what we are hunting? That's what we could ask. I asked how is the library supposed to help us find out what we are hunting? Oh. Okay. So then we could add in history. History of the place. I should probably add this on the investigation page notes. Okay, so ask if this sort of thing ever happened before. Ask parents. Oh, these are supposed to be this one's investigation. I could change, yeah, I can change this one up. I need okay, I'll do that later. But we need to say that the history there is history on there is history about the places that this might need to be reworded. There is history about the places that history about the places on I need to go back up here. Sounds good. No. Looking for maybe it's more up. It's more up. More okay. I don't know, but I would assume that there are some history books that might say so. Which has this happened before? Maybe I don't need... No, I don't need that question. I don't need that question. I've already answered that question there. But I should still leave that question up with Jasmine and Clark, since they don't know. What other questions could I ask? I might have to I'm gonna reread this one. Isaac and I went to a nearby shop to use a bathroom. We changed into an FBI outfit, then entered the police station. We talked to an officer about the incident. Hello, we are part of the FBI, Isaac said as we held up our badges, and would like to ask you a few questions about the crime scene last night. I'm glad you guys are here. Can't seem to figure out who murdered the 2 victims. And what do you need? Officer Jim asked. Where did the crime take place? Isaac asked. This happened in a place called... We'll get to the name later, in a later stream. And at around 11 o'clock last night, Officer Jim said. What are the bodies, or where are the bodies of the 2 victims located? Isaac asked. They are at the Brute Morgue, 3 blocks away from here, Officer Jim said. Was there anything strange about the forest? Isaac asked. What do you mean? Officer Jim asked. Have you smelt anything out of the ordinary or felt like you were being watched? Isaac asked. No, I have not, but multiple people say that they have felt a presence watching them. Well, in this forest. I need to put that on notes. I'm gonna forget that. Which notepad would be good for this one? Stream plans, maybe. Okay, number 9. There are people who have experienced being watched. We are going to need to ask those people as well. Ask who? Or no, ask the people. Man, this might be a long book. That's fine though. Go back up here. Why, yes, there's one 4 blocks away, Officer Jim said. And did you get the names of the 2 victims? Oh, wait. Okay. No, more up. Okay. Do you have the names and places of the citizens who said this? Isaac asked. Yes, in fact I do, Officer Jim said. He told us the names of the people who said they have felt the presence of the forest. Might change that. Has this ever happened before? Isaac asked. I don't know, but I would assume that there are some history books that might say so, Officer Jim said. Is there a library in this town? Isaac asked. Why, yes, there is one that is 4 blocks away, Officer Jim said. Did you get the names of the 2 victims? Isaac asked. You sure bet I did. The names of the victims are Ivan and Bill, Officer Jim said. As he walked to a cabinet, opened a... Oh. Yeah, this... Okay, this needs to be placed somewhere else within this whole thing. I'll mark this in red. As he walked to a cabinet, opened a drawer, pulled out 2 separate files, then handed them to Isaac and me. Here are the 2 victims, Officer Jim said. Did Isaac and Bill know anyone here? Have any parents, girlfriends, wives, enemies, or friends? Isaac asked. Ivan has a girlfriend, some friends, and his parents live in a different town. I don't know if he has any enemies. Bill, well, he lives out of town too, so I don't really know at this time. When I find out more, I will let you know, Officer Jim said. Sounds good. What are the names of Ivan's parents, girlfriends, and friends? Girlfriend, not girlfriends. And friends, Isaac asked. Officer Jim tells Isaac and me the names. Do you know the places that they live? Isaac asked. Officer Jim tells Isaac and me the places. Well, thank you for your time, but I think that is all for now. If you know any more, please let us know, Isaac said. Isaac hands over a card with his number on it. You're welcome, and yeah, if I know anything else, I will let you know, Officer Jim said. Alright, I hope you have a good rest of your day, Isaac said. Okay. We could ask what... Yeah. So, we could ask if... Okay. What we could ask is if any of those questions that Isaac asked even mean anything. And what they could signify. What would be the significance of the questions that you ask the officer? I'll try that. What is the significance of the questions you asked the officer? No. Let's see, significance. Okay. There we go. What is the significance of the questions you ask the officer? Still gonna put I ask just so when I go back and add in the other things of actions, then I will know. What is the significance of the questions you ask the officer? Well, some of the supernatural creatures or unknown while some of the supernatural creatures or unknown will give some some of the supernatural creatures will give, or the unknown will give some evidence that is useful I will need to change this after. Or, well, some of the supernatural creatures or unknown will give some evidence that is useful. No, we'll leave we'll leave some evidence that is useful to us in the maybe that is useful to us during our research. Okay. Well, some of the supernatural creatures or unknown will leave some evidence that is useful to us during our research. I should probably go ahead. 22. Start recording again. Well, some of the supernatural creatures or unknown will leave some evidence that is useful to us during our research. Isaac said. What about... Okay, and then we'll ask what sort of evidence? Yes, we'll ask this sort of evidence. What sort of evidence will we find? What sort of evidence will we find? I asked. What sort of evidence will we find? We can examine the body. We can examine the bodies and for what the wounds we can examine the bodies for wounds. And oh, not for the wounds. We can examine the bodies. We can examine the bodies for wounds and if they leave evidence If we go to our chapter outline, so we have a Bell Witch, which is a witch, which will probably leave certain creatures can leave certain items, or yeah, okay. So certain items or pieces of we'll leave pieces. We'll leave pieces of items such as a I think we can go with I think we'll use a ghost as an example, such as a ghost will leave some goo. That's what I wanted to say. Goo. So we can examine the bodies for wounds, and if they leave pieces of items such as a ghost will leave some goo, some sort of goo. Let's see. We can examine the bodies for wounds, and if they leave pieces of items such as... oh, it's not really an item. How is it? Items and we can examine the bodies for wounds, and if they leave pieces of items or evidence. No. Items or... or residue, maybe? We'll leave some sort of goo. To me, that feels like residue. Residue. So, we can examine the bodies for wounds, and if they leave pieces of items or residue, such as a ghost, will leave some sort of goo. What is that? We can examine the bodies for wounds, and if they leave pieces of items or residue, such as a ghost, will leave some sort of goo. Okay, that's why. Residue and goo are the reason why I am feeling that the sentence is feeling weird. No, Isaac. said. I could probably change around this sentence. What if we change around residue and items? Let's see. We can examine the body for wounds, and if they leave pieces of residue or items, such as a ghost will leave some sort of goo. That might help me with this. Put you there, get rid of you, and switch you to items. And get rid of this items. Might be better. Isaac said. See. What next question can we ask? Ooh. And this goes with the items as well. I need to make, or at least add this into the list. No, 38. Add a piece of equipment that will tell if there is ghost goo. Okay. The list keeps on growing. Maybe we can, yeah, we can ask what sort of, oh no. How will we know if there is goo? Ask. Well, one way to find out is to use a have a flashlight that uses some sort of different lighting way, or some sort of UV to tell this goo, or to tell of the goo. Well, one way is to find out. Well, one way to find out is to use a special UV light. Let's go with UV. UV light. Well, one way to find out is to use a special UV light in the dark to see the goo. Isaac said. Okay. Well, one way to find out is to use a special UV light in the dark to see the goo. I don't think we'll ask any more equipment. Or ask for any more equipment.
Why did I stay? I should be leaving. Hear what I say without even speaking. My compass is off. Why did I choose you?
Oh, right. What are we gonna be dealing with here in our chapter outline? Bell Witch, the Banshee. Okay, so chapter 9. And maybe Phantom Truck, which is chapter 14. Maybe chapter 18. The Candyman, and then I think that's it. So maybe I should put that on the list. Well, no. I think I'll be fine. As long as I know which one's which. Okay. Any other questions that I could ask? Not right off the top of my brain or head. Oh, I need to go for another hour or so. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, one way to find out is to use a special UV light in the dark to see the goo. I think we might... Oh, okay, we're gonna be good on the questions for now. If I think of any more, I can always come back and add that in there. I will go take a little mini bio break, and I will be back. break finished. Okay. I think we're gonna go for another 30 minutes. Yeah. Well, one way to find out is to use a special UV light. Well, I guess... I don't know what else to ask. I'll just go... come... back... later. I'll just do this. And then we will mark this in red. Red boys there. Okay. Okay. So now they were talking. And it's not like it's very far, so now we could have, because it's what, 2 blocks? Actually, we could have them walk. Yeah. Because I think it is 2 blocks away. We are all the way back at the front. Start, where are the... Which page is it on? 5? It's more further down. Jeez, I went all the way up. 3 blocks away. The library is about 2 blocks. Should be 2 blocks, I think. Oh no, 4 blocks away. I mean, they can walk. Well, we could have them... Yeah, we're gonna make them walk. Well, no, because... They might need the truck. If they need... Okay, if they're gonna need the truck... No, they won't need the truck. So... They won't need the truck, but they will walk. Okay, that means I gotta change some things around. So... We gotta go down to... Just when Clark enter the library. That's that. We will continue. Oh. We don't enter the truck. We... Isaac and I... walked... Or Isaac and I walks... No. Walked... to... No. I'm not using... Isaac and I walked... in the direction of the library. Okay. Because then maybe this might be, yeah. And if we have any more questions, also, yeah, we're gonna need to know what day. And there might be more questions after that. So, walked in the direction and headed for the library. Walked in the direction of the library. During walking, during the walk, I asked some more questions. I asked some questions. When did you exactly start this journey? Okay, we're not gonna get back into that. But now we can get into the reaching of... Okay, so Isaac and I reached the library. The front of the building. The same thing will go here with the other library. Come back and maybe we don't need to. Well, yeah, we need to. Come back and detail. Okay. Isaac and I reached a library at the front of the building. We entered. And okay. I'm gonna make this a point where we can either describe the library. Describe the inside of the library. Describe the inside. Side of the library. Or we can just go, well, no, I think we'll describe the inside of the library. Okay. We entered, and inside, and inside, we'll continue that later. Okay. Isaac and I reached the library at the front of the building. We entered it, and inside we will then talk to, or after the describing of the inside of the library, we will then talk to the librarian. Which, we're gonna need lots of names. You know what I should open up is a... Okay. So, I'm gonna open a name... I guess we can do name generator. Doesn't really matter. I'll go female for this one. We'll just do first name only for now. Generate a name, Clementine. Okay. And I can't see this name. No. Clementine. Okay. Talk to the librarian. We'll do at a desk in the middle. That's fine. Talk to the librarian in the middle, or at the middle, or at a desk in the middle. Isaac and I, well, no, that's not gonna help me. And talk to a librarian at the desk in the middle. That should be fine. Okay. And then we should get into dialogue. I think we're gonna do that next stream, though. So I will end this stream out here. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when I upload. Next stream we'll be continuing on with dialogue, more of this. Do we got a timeline of where we might be done this by? So, next stream we will be finishing this up. We may get to the morgue, maybe. But we still have other things to do. So, if you did like the video, I already said that, I will see you in the next live stream. I hope you have a good day, and bye! And